Well, Munir al Mawri is a Yemeni analyst and is a member of the Yemeni National Opposition Council, joining us live from our studio in Washington, D.C. Mr. Mawri, I'm sure you're as shocked as anybody to see all these images coming out of Sanaa in Yemen that we've been seeing, with 26 people dead. Where do you think this is all heading? What do you think is going to happen next as far as the opposition movement is concerned?
At this moment, we received information that the capital, Sanaa, is totally under darkness. The telephone communication is off, no internet services, and we are concerned that war crime is going to be committed in the next hours by the regime against the protesters, because they prepared this since a while, and they are trying to take advantage of the situation while the whole world is busy with the Syrian issue and the Libyan and some other issues in the world.
Okay, but what's happened now has really thrown it into stark focus, hasn't it? And it's perhaps time for the world to take notice. You're in Washington, D.C. in the United States. What would you call on authorities there to do about this, and what actually can they do?
Well, the U.S. is making a big mistake by taking neutral stance. They are dealing with what's happening in Yemen as if this is a political crisis, can be solved between the opposition and the government, and this is wrong. What's happening is a real revolution by the people, and the youth movement are calling for Saleh to step down immediately. The U.S. is trying to negotiate and gave the Saudi Arabia regime whole power to support Saleh, and Saleh is committing war crime while he is inside Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, and this is gonna risk the Saudi interest in Yemen for many years.
What you're saying,
also,
but what would you say that the United States should do now, and the international community, given what we're saying, that perhaps that this will be the moment when they do step in? But what can they do? What can the international community physically do?
The United States can freeze Saleh Assad, stop sending weapon and military help and political assistant and financial assistant to Saleh's son, the commander of the Republican Guard, who is killing Yemeni youth and committing mass murder. The U.S. should stand with the Yemeni people to protect its interest and its image in the region, not only in Yemen, but by supporting a dictator who is definitely going to fall, who is leaving. The U.S. is taken the wrong decision.
You can see the diplomatic challenge, perhaps the United States not wanting Yemen to descend into chaos, which it could well do. It's on the brink at this moment in time. And also the issue of al-Qaeda and perhaps opening the door to al-Qaeda expanding its empire within Yemen.
Well, let me tell you this. The Yemeni regime spent a lot of money from Yemeni wealth here in Washington on lobbyists and PR companies, and they are trying to promote this idea that without Saleh, Yemen is going to fall in a chaotic situation. And it is the opposite, I assure you. The only way that Yemen is going to fall in chaotic situation or civil war if Saleh doesn't step down. If he leaves, everything can be solved. But by him being in power and killing the Yemeni people and getting support from the United States and Saudi Arabia, the situation is going to be very, very dangerous, and it's not for the benefit of the U.S. and the whole region and Saudi Arabia and our...
Sorry, just finally, because we're just running out of time here, when you say it's going to be very, very dangerous, what do you foresee happening in that scenario? Do you see wholesale confrontations coming in, civil war, indeed?
The civil war might happen if Saleh keep clinging to power. If he step down tomorrow, we're not going to see civil war. But if he clinch to power for the next couple weeks, it is going to be a dangerous situation because the military in Yemen is divided into 50-50, 50% with Saleh and the other 50 traditional army with the revolution. And any clash inside Sanaa is going to be destructive. And the U.S. investment to support the Republican Guard in Yemen and anti-terrorism units is going to be wasted. So the U.S. should try to protect this investment, not to protect Saleh and his son. This is the choice, either Saleh and his son or your investment in the Republican Guard and Yemeni institutions.
Munir al Mawri, interesting talking to you. Appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.